Good morning. I am Vijay Madhavi. In the today's session, we'll learn about what is meant by Hamming code. In the last session, what we have learned, what is meant by error detection and what is meant by error correction, and what are the different types of error detection techniques. Okay, and here now we'll learn about what is meant by this Hamming code. Here, like whenever if we get any error problem, okay, after detecting the error, okay, we are going to correct the error by using some error correction methods. Okay. Now we'll see about what is meant by Hamming code. Hamming code method means what? It is a error network technique which is used by RW Hamming for damage and error detection during the data transmission between multiple network channels. Here we have multiple network channels. If we have the data transmission, here the Hamming code method means it is a network technique. It is designed by RW Hamming for damage and error detection during the data transmission. Okay, between the multiple network channels. Now here, what is this Hamming code method? This is one of the effective ways to detect the single data bit. Okay, and errors in the original data at the receiver end. If it is not only used for error detection, but it is also for correcting the error. This Hamming code, it is not only for the detection of errors, it is also for the correction of errors. Okay. Now we'll see some important terms which are used for the Hamming code. To begin with, the steps involved in the detection and correction of data using the Hamming code. We need to understand some important terms and expressions. First is what is meant by these redundant bits. These are the extra binary bits which are added externally into the original data bit to prevent the damage to the transmitted data. Okay, here these are the extra binary bits which are added externally into the original data bit to prevent the damage to the transmitted data. And these are also needed to recover the original data. Okay, and what is meant by these parity bits? Parity bit is a method to append the binary bits to ensure that the total count of ones in the original data is even bit or odd. It is also applied to detect errors on the receiver side and correct them. Okay. What are the different types of parity bits? Here we have the odd parity bit will be there and even parity bit will be there. What is mean by this odd parity? Okay. Here in this parity type, the total number of ones in the data bit should be odd in count. Okay. Then the parity value 0 and the value is 1. Even parity bits means what? In this parity type, the total number of ones in the data should be even. Okay, here, whenever we have these odd parity bits, in this parity type, the total number of ones in the data bit should be odd in count. Okay, whenever if we have this even parity bits, in this even parity type, the total number of ones in the data bit should be even in count. Then the parity is 0. Okay, and the value is 1. Okay, and next, here, how working of Hamming code. To solve the data bit issue with the Hamming code. Now we'll see some methods to be followed. First step, the position of data bits and the number of redundant bits in the original data. Okay, we have to see the position of bits and the number of bits in the original data, and the number of redundant bits is deducted from the expression. Okay, and now here, like 2 power r is equals to d plus r plus 1, and fill in the bits and redundant bit and find the parity bit. Okay, and next here, now we have to fill the parity bit obtained in the original data and transmit the data to the receiver side. And next we have to check the receiver data using the parity bit and detect any error in the data will occur. And in case of damage, if there is any damage is present, we have to use the parity bit value to correct that error. Here at the sender side, at the receiver side, here to better understand the working of the Hamming code, the following example is solved. Okay, the data bit is to be transmitted. Like I have 10111010 to be solved using the Hamming code method. Here, assume that during the transmission, the data bit at position 7 is changed from 1 to 0. Then we have to apply the parity bit technique. We can identify the error. See here, like we should take this value here. Now I have taken that value. Okay. Then we have to add this parity bit. Then finally we can get the finalized value. Okay. And now here the parity values are obtained in the above deduction, which will be vary from the originally deducted parity values, and it is going to prove that error occurred during the data transmission. Okay, to identify the position of the error bits, we have to use the new parity values, that is 0 plus 2 power 2 plus 2 power 1 plus 0 power 2 power 0. Okay, that is we'll get the 7, same as the assumed error position. Okay, and to correct the errors, we have to simply reverse the error bit to its complement. That is, for this case, we have to change from 0 to 1 to obtain the original data. With the completion of the example for Hamming code, we can conclude this document on Hamming code for error detection and error correction. Okay. And with the next topic, we'll continue in the next session. Thank you.